Barakate Hawa Brakti El Shai, Barakate Hawa Brakti El Shai, Basham Rakak Wadash. And we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushua 2025, which is the hopeful year of our deliverance and the judgment and the destruction of Esau, man. I had a video on the last one. Phone call came in, of course. So I just decided to redo the live stream, just going in the spirit. I'm about to go out to the park for a little bit before the plantation. So I figured I'd just do a live stream as I'm going. Motivation is that it's an honor to chant Babylon down. You know, me and the brother was speaking, and you know, that verse came out, we're saying it's an honor to do what we're doing. You know, we want to make it, we want to strive to make it, we want to push to make it, but the main point is that Yahbashim Yahushua has given us the opportunity to chant this place down. That's why it says, Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, tells us that when they see it, they should be troubled with terrible fear, you know, because we're standing and they're losing. Esau cannot deny his losing. He cannot deny his losses. He cannot deny that it ain't the same society that he had. It's not the same rulership that he had. He's running on fumes, just like us as Israelites in the time where we were in the temple. We had the temple 70 AD, 69 AD with Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. That was a time of us coming down. We had a remnant of us trying to live a normal life. That's why it says that the days shall be like Noah. Men should be eating and you know, marrying and doing all those things. So Esau's trying to do the same thing. He's trying to continue life as it was, but it's not going to be so, man. All right, Yahbashim Yahushua is getting ready to change this man and change the whole reality that we see today. And it's nothing for the Most High, man. If you really look at the scale and magnitude of the Lord, that's what the Lord was telling us through the scriptures. It says, what is man that thou take a hold of him, or you look after him? The Most High controls universes and creation itself. This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. Esau was never in control, man. All right, he's a parasitic infection. All right, and this truth is the white blood cells. This truth is the health of the body, okay? Everything gets sick, but what happens when something gets sick? It gets better. The earth has healed from Esau's bullshit, all right, on a spiritual level. Now it's going to be healed physically, all right? And that's why it says that the earth was created for our sakes. So we're the ones that are set to have dominion over this planet Earth, but it was sick. So Yahbashim Yahushua set bombs for the earth. The bombs was the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That was the bombs. That was the health that the Lord has sent to this earth. Now, guess what? It's starting to heal, man. Because we're starting to heal. We're standing on our feet. We're going into the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the true doctrine. We're making ourselves a living sacrifice, Romans 12:1. We're doing everything that the scriptures say to the best of our abilities. We got the northern tribe, the southern tribe back again by way of these camps, by way of brothers standing. And I'll tell you something else. I've been around a lot of the tribes, man, if not all, in succession of time. And I'm telling you, we all vibe together. There's nothing like, if you think it's oblong, go try to hang out with some Edomites. It'll get stale real quick because y'all aren't the same people. They're not the same spirit as us. But I'm telling you, I've been in the midst of Latin tribe, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi all together, and it works. It clicks because we are those people, all right? And we got different flavors, but we all come together to make the same recipe, all right? That's what a recipe is. It's a combination of different ingredients that come together to make a dish. This is the Most High's favorite dish. That's why it says that you are the apple of mine eye, man. If you the apple of the eye, that's saying, man, that's my favorite. I keep them in my peripherals, if you want to say that much. He's always looking at us, even though when he's not looking at us, he's still looking at us, man. But this is the Lord's favorite dish, is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans coming back to him. Imagine the songs that we sing. Imagine the things that we do, the inventions that we invent to glorify the Lord. It's not ourselves. We can't do it on ourselves, but we're here to make the palate of Yahbashim Yahushua enjoy itself, man. And that's your main goal. When you take yourself out of the equation, it's easy, man. When I learned that, and it's truth, it was the greatest part it was one of the most important parts I learned, was take yourself out of it, man. Get yourself out the way. You ain't that prolific, Jake. As much as it's not a diss, but it's a humbling thing that Yahbashim Yahushua doesn't need us. That's what he told Moses. He said, I'll raise these stones up. I'll make a nation out of you. The Most High can do whatever he wants. But he's chosen us again and given us the fresh ingredients. Okay? All together we make a recipe. The kingdom of heaven is a recipe that the Lord has put together. That you can't add these other nations. You can't add these other people. They can't come into the knowledge of this truth. They're not meant to. You can't put curry in a breakfast dish. You know, you can, but I'm saying the certain spices go with certain things. Certain vegetables go with certain meals. So the Lord has prepared a great recipe. The kingdom of heaven is a royal recipe, man. All right, it's a high-end recipe. Just like you go to a certain high-end restaurant, it tastes different than McDonald's. Why is that? Because the ingredients are high-end ingredients. They're higher quality. So the Lord is making the highest dish that you could ever make with the earth. That's he's gathered all the ingredients, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. He's gathered us, he's prepared us, and he's made sure that we're fresh. That's why it says that he's going to try us as in gold in the fire. That means he wants quality. Gold is known as what? Damn, I got a geese. Go ahead and walk across, man. My dude over here, he got to take his family. We're going to let them, hey, the spirit ones walk, chilling. But the same thing is that the Lord has got a high-end dish. And that's what he's doing now. He's building a high-end recipe. And we're a part of it, Lord willing, we be a part of the elect. But even Esau, he's a part of that fire too. All right, because you got to cook the things. You got to prepare this. You got to cut this. You got to prep. And the prophets are likened unto sous chefs, you know, because they're preparing the way. John said, I come to prepare, I make the way straight. John was just there to prepare for y'all to come on the scene. And that's all he was doing. He wasn't there to do. John did not fall out of the truth, man. So you guys talking about John fell out of the truth. Jake is fucking disrespectful, man. The one thing I can say about our people, they are very disrespectful when it comes to this word, man. All right, because we all fall and we all have our down points, but certain things that Jake does is very disrespectful, man. You know, they what does it say? They're presumptuous, man. All right, they're presumptuous. They do things without thinking. All right, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want to go on that, but we're gonna take a little walk, Jake. Let me see if I can turn this. Salakia, hold on, Jake. Okay, Khan, hey, they fixed it. Call halal. So we're going out to this park. But the main thing is that it's an honor to chant this place down. It's not a light thing that the Lord has given us the opportunity. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter says, they stand on us with great boldness in front of the face of such have afflicted him and made no honor or made no of his way of his labors, man. All right, this man is going down. That's why they look at us the way they do. And I seen a video, I forget, I might post it. It says that they're not hating us, they're hating on us. Think about this. They're not hating us, Jake. They hate on us because we are the dominating factor on when it comes to the planet Earth, man. There's no other nation that can hang with Jake. There's no other nation that can do what we do. There's no other nation that can breathe the way we breathe and move the way we move, man. All right, so Yahweh Shem Yahshua has given us the opportunity to chant this place down and to tell it that you are about to be judged, man. All right, that's where you go into the witnesses. The witnesses represent a northern and the southern tribe coming back again. And now that's being put together. Go back to Ezekiel, the 38th chapter of Ezekiel 37, where you see that we are coming back again. And that stick is being held up by the prophets, man. All right. The world can't deny what we going. Hey, shalom. Shalom to you brothers coming in. And the main thing is don't ever underestimate the opportunity you have, man. You know, always. And now I said this at camp is that every move that is made now is more concentrated. So you may think you're working a job and it sucks, but you're there for a reason. You may be with somebody or go this way. You're there for a reason. The same thing that Habakkuk, where you said was Daniel, if I'm not mistaken, where he says it was taken. He was moved for the prophets. And in certain times, you may be sent somewhere to do certain things, just like the Ethiopian eunuch. When the Ethiopian eunuch was on his road, the Lord brought somebody there to expound on the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So you may be doing the same. Don't ever think that the Lord is taking you somewhere for no reason. You always got to recognize, oh shit, the Lord got me here for a purpose. What am I here for? How is this to glorify Yahbashim Yahushai? What am I to do? Always stay in the spirit. That's why it says pray without ceasing. When you send up prayers to the Lord to say, Lord, guide me, ask me, I want you to, even if you got to cast a lot, sometimes that's better, because now we're so close to the end that every move, every single move you make is for the glory of the Lord in the end, man. We don't got 50 years here. We don't got 20 years here. We don't got no 1,000 years here. So whoever's talking that is out of their damn mind, man. Time is short. Everything but the Lord is what he might have elect at your job that he may not watch videos. He may not be on the internet like that. Or he may be just a derelict or recluse, okay? But guess what? You might have to give him the word. You might have to go into a sticky situation where you might think, damn, man, the Lord is punishing me. But ask, what am I getting? What am I here to glorify the Lord for, man? All right, the same thing with Yahushua when he went on that cross. And the scriptures say, though he slay me, I shall maintain my trust in him. So sometimes you feel that, damn, the Lord is jacking me up. But why is he jacking you up? Is there a reason? And then if that reason is to what? To glorify him, find that. Don't find yourself because, hey, Jake, we're about to win, man. I don't know if they went up there and told you. I always say, if you hit $1 million on a scratcher ticket or you hit $2,000 on a scratcher ticket, you're going to be fucking screaming up and down. You're going to be hyped. And you might have needed it. You might have had $4 in your account and you hit $1,000. Or you find $100 somewhere, you're going to be excited, man. This is more than that, man. Hey, the water, my brother, this is Jeremiah 29 and verse 11. It says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord. So he's saying, listen, what I have a plan for you. You're not here for no reason. The clouds aren't here for no reason. They carry water. The trees aren't here for no reason. They bear forth fruit. The grass ain't here for no reason. So what makes you think that you are just this enigma in creation? You just came out of nowhere just to be here. No, you're here for a purpose. Even Esau. What did David say? From the sword, from the wicked, which is thy sword. So Esau's here for a reason. So everything is set in perfection, man. And it says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not evil, to give you an expected end. So this is the Lord said it's his pleasure to give us the kingdom of heaven. Don't ever think the Lord don't love us, man. A belt is not a belt is not the parent. A belt is a time. Ass whoopings last for a time, man. They're not forever. There's going to be a time the Lord is going to show us love, and that, we ain't had that in a long time, man. This truth has been the closest we've been to the Heavenly Father, man. All right, this Rachak Wadash has been the Holy Spirit that's been given us has been the closest we've been in thousands of years, Jake. We've been laying dormant for a long time. But just like I say, compared to the bamboo it spends 5 years underground. It doesn't sprout. But then after 5 years, it starts sprouting, but it can sprout over 60, I think about 10, 20 feet in less than a few months, man. So that shows you our growth is going to be exponentially. Once we get out of this state, the Lord is going to, when the kingdom of heaven is established, it's going to be exponentially, man. We're going to get the earth back in order. That's why it says purge out the rebels. And the earth is waiting on us, man. All of this, I come to these places quite often, man. And it blows my mind to think that the earth created for our sakes. All of this is for our sakes, man. This wasn't meant, this land itself is going to be destroyed, but the main majority of the earth that looks a lot like this, if not better, was created for you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to enjoy, man. This is our retirement / rulership, man. We gonna do things, man. I just thank the Lord for making me an Israelite. That's it. I don't look for anything else. I just say, hey, Tawadi Yabashim Yashai for having me come through the bloodline of a holy seed, man. That in itself. And what else you want from me? I'm there. That's why the scriptures say what? Here I am, Lord. That's how you answer. Here I am. What do you need? Hey, bird getting it. What do you need from me? And it says, Jeremiah 29 and verse 12, it says, then, and it's from the brother Yasharala 144, Shalom. It says, then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And how are we going to do that without the name? How are we going to do that without the name of the Heavenly Father? How are we going to be able to call on Yahweh Shem Al Shai without the name that he's been given to us? That's the mentality you have, that we've been called back. That proves Yahweh Shai's sacrifice was accepted, man. For us to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the time that we living in, that shows you that Yahweh Shai's sacrifice was accepted by the Heavenly Father, man. We in great cases, man. You see Trump, you see all these situations with these mega people. They're losing, man. Esau's scared right now. He's scared as shit because the one last hope that he had is turning against him. He ain't for the middle class. He ain't for these low level guys, man. Hey, shalom to the elders on comment board. He's not for the average supposed Edomite. He's for the elite, and he's saying Israel first. Come on, man. Because and then when he mentioned the Epstein thing, he got nervous. You can see it in his eyes, man. When Trump was asked about in the situation in Texas, he looked nervous, man. That's the spirit confirming that they got dirt on this guy by way of Epstein. That's why he was talking about why are you talking about what great things you've done and great things your administration is doing? He's pretty much saying, oh shit, I'm guilty, but look all the good that I'm doing. I'm glad I'm not locked up in jail. Look at what I've done so far. They got dirt on that guy, man. He's taking stepping orders because he don't want to let them things out, man. There's a minute that disappeared from the tape. You know what you can do in 1 minute? If you have assassins or you have professional killers that already got it set up, they can do anything in 10, 20 seconds, man. So a whole minute, I didn't even really know that a minute was missing from the Epstein jailhouse tape. And now they're going to say, we're going to go back and show you a minute. You can just go back and cut off footage from all those years and take out a minute. So they're planning something. This is not some light. This is a conspiracy, man. They're breathing together on this. They said, we're going to get you in there and do everything we tell you to do, or we're going to ruin your whole life, man. And I've been saying that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Al Shai, that they got dirt on that guy. And when I seen that videotape, he looked guilty. Why are we talking about this guy? That was your man's. You went to his island. How you gonna turn your back on him now? Because it ain't that, because you was doing dirt with him and you got dirt on you, my man. Okay? Let's go back to this. This is Jeremiah. This is from Yasharallah 144. This is Jeremiah 29 and verse 12. Or let me finish verse 11. It says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not evil, to give you an expected end. Verse 12, then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you, just like Second Ezra says. It says what? It says the kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch, man. Watch. Everything is set. The Most High already have the fatted calf killed. He's mingled his wine, which is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we're sipping now, man. Yahweh Shai is giving us the spiritual wine now, and we're getting ready to drink the carnal wine if we be of the elect, man. All right? It's going to be a glorious time we getting ready to enter into. Peace beyond peace. And then the men that are out there on the four corners of the planet Earth, by way of the prophets, you're doing a great work, man. It is an honor. It is the most honorable thing to be a part of this story that we're in. Like, the elder always say, this is the greatest story right here, man. We're in it. We're in the midst of it. Just like a fish don't know it's in water, we don't know we're in Yahweh Shem Al Shai's story, man. And he's telling it, man. He's getting ready to beautify the earth and getting ready to establish Yahweh Shem Al Shai's will on a high level. And we're going to be the executioners and the ones that are establishing the judgment on the planet Earth. The law is going to be honorable. That's why the scriptures say he's going to make the law honorable again. People are going to look at the law and say, damn, why did we not follow this? Look at the earth, man. Look at the planet Earth. Look at these people. Look at the. That's what they're going to say. They're going to marvel at us, man. They said, this is the people of God, man. That's why it says in Isaiah, they're going to come and worship, man. They're going to bring tribute. They ain't going to come empty-handed. Even it's in our law that we don't come empty-handed. So what makes you think these heathens are going to do the same, man? All right. Hey, we got a little flock on deck, man. Let me read this last precept, brother. This is verse 13 that Jeremiah been hitting. It says, and I need to go into that Hosea 11. Hosea 11 and 1 on down is beautiful, man. That hits a lot of points. This is Jeremiah 29 and 13, and it says, and ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart, your lob, your mind. All right, so search, man. you know, and cherish the times we at now. This is the greatest part of the story, is getting ready from our low level into our high level, man. We're going to remember these days. We're going to tell our sons and our daughters that the moment that Yahweh Shem Yahushua redeemed us is going to be a celebrating point, man. All right, so Lord willing, is edifying lesson. I'm going to leave it here. The water for you brothers coming by and supping with me and chilling with me, man. You know, enjoy this little time before I go slave, man. But hey, Yabashim Yashab, Bashim Rakak with Da, Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to those that are truly pushing this thing into the hopeful elect, and to the elect out there. I say Shalom, and more now to never keep faith. Shalom, Shalom.